Time is the most precious resource. In a starship near the speed of light, time passes very slowly. The journey of a traveler in a few days may be years for others. Mary lives on Lytton, a desolate and icy planet. Her mother died a long time ago, so her father Nick cherishes her very much. She wants to leave the planet and explore, but Nick says no, she's too young. A man named Rafe shows up, the owner of the ship Nick is repairing. He told her he was going to Scotia, the graveyard of the Celestials, where there should be many ruins. Sometime later, Nick's friend Thady tells him that Rafe's father has refused to pay for repairs to the ship, and that Rafe may have stolen it. But the ship suddenly started and left the planet. All Nick found was an apology letter from his daughter. He decides to find his daughter and borrows money from Thady to board the Southern Cross. The ship was slow, but one of its stops was Scotia. Scotia, 1 year for Nick, 8 years for Mary, is a planet full of radiation and storms. It used to belong to Celestials, so quite a few people come to explore the ruins. Nick also got news of his daughter, Malayu, Ray's home planet, 3 years for Nick, 26 years for Mary. She left this planet for heavily as 12 years ago. They're looking for a map to the lost Titania, but they were hunted by the Celestials. Although they managed to escape, they were never heard from again. They are also wanted by the Celestials. Heavily is 8 years for Nick, 32 years for Mary. Nick knew Mary would be executed if caught by the Celestials, so he decided to join them. If Mary gets caught, maybe he come keep her safe. And Navi, 11 years for Nick, 53 years for Mary. She was finally found by the Celestials. Nick learns this and climbs quietly onto a spaceship. On the other side, Mary is constantly being pursued by the Celestial ships and is cut off from the path to the Stargate. But suddenly, she heard her father asking her to cling to the ship and rush to the Stargate. He's going to detonate the reactor of the Celestial's ship. She made it through the ship, but the other ships were still hunting her. Nick arrives just in time to destroy the chasing ship, but Mary's ship was still hit. Nick took her ship with him through the gate. Fortunately, Mary survived, but her injuries were too severe to last long. She was talking to her father about all these years. Before she died, she had no regrets, and her life was full of legends and adventures. Lytton, 15 years for Nick, 83 years for Lytton. His friend Thady already dead. Her granddaughter runs a garage. He gave her a device that would bring the planet out of the cold as a debt payment. Then he piloted the ship and began his adventure. He wants to follow his daughter's path.